This is so underrated, but it's so necessary. Now, these are absolutely the three most important things you need to build muscle. And one of these, I kind of found out too late. Don't be me. Now, this video is for those people who've been working out all the time, but they still don't seem to gain muscle. But if you're one of those people that gains muscle easily, like, we all hate you. Why are you watching this video? Nah, I'm kidding. Good for you. Not really. Now, who am I? I'm Disciplined Dave. I'm just your average fitness YouTuber that works out all the time and tries to build muscle naturally. I've been working out consistently for 10 plus years and I learned a lot of things along the way. So I pass that along to you on my YouTube channel. So if you want to know how to do this and especially get fit at home, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So the first thing that's absolutely necessary to build muscle is that you're gonna need intensity. That's right, intensity. You're gonna need to sweat. You're really gonna need to push yourself. There's a lot of people who are working out who are there thinking like, okay, what exercise do I need to build muscle? So they pick the exercise. They say, oh, this works out my chest, this works out my biceps, and they have a number in their head of 8 to 10 reps, 3 sets. So they do those things and they're thinking, okay, muscle growth is coming. No, and it doesn't happen. See, here's the thing. In order for you to really build muscle, you're going to have to challenge your muscles. And the way to do that effectively in a measurable way is going to be progressive overload. When I say progressive overload, that means adding a little bit more in each set or over time, day by day. Either way, you should see a trajectory of you getting stronger. And by understanding if you are progressively getting better, you're definitely getting stronger. You're definitely building muscle. See, the thing is, if you're not measuring it that way and you're working out all the time, it's kind of hard to see in yourself if you're building muscle. But every now and then somebody's going to say, damn, you look good. So for you to know, because you see your body every day, the progressive overload number is going to be the key. Now, a good way that I've learned to really test this out is, let's say you're doing something like curling a 25-pound dumbbell, all right? And you can do that 8 to 10 times. We'll use that same example there. On the next set, try to do 30 and reach that same number. And you want to keep doing that till you can't in your sets. Or you can do that same 25 on Monday. And then let's say if you work out again next week, now you want to go to 30. If you're doing this and it becomes where it's harder using the same amount of weight the following week or anything like that, then something's going wrong in the equation, which is going to bring us to the next 2 things that you need to do. So our next thing, if you're that bro who says, it's not the workout, it's my diet. Okay, let's talk about your diet. This is the next thing you absolutely need to build muscle. You need to be consuming the right amount of protein. How much protein? 1 gram of protein per body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you need 150 grams of protein. If you weigh 200 pounds, you need 200 grams of protein per day. Now, this is the thing I was saying earlier that I didn't figure out until late. So if you've been tuning into the channel, I made a video on how I got abs in 30 days. And in that video, I show you all the things that I do to kind of achieve that physique. And the thing that I did in that challenge was I did 1 gram of protein per body weight. I kind of really underestimated how much that really helps, because what I was trying to do was lose body fat. So the steps that I took in order to achieve this was, number 1, I eliminated my sugars. Number 2, I was in a calorie deficit. And number 3, I made sure I had 1 gram of protein every day per pound of body weight. Now I'm around 215 pounds, so I had 215 every day. Right away, I realized it wasn't as easy as I thought. Once I started tracking things with the MyFitnessPal app, I noticed that I couldn't do intermittent fasting anymore. I was a big believer in that in the past. Not anymore, but I had to eat my breakfast in the morning. I needed to make sure I had like 2 protein shakes. I did all those things and I was able to build muscle and lose body fat and get one of the best physiques that I've had in my life. That turned me into a believer, hence making this video to help you out. If you're not tracking how much protein you're having, it's probably not enough. And when you track your protein, you're going to start noticing other things. How many calories you eat during the day. What are better choices for food? If I choose something like a lean chicken breast, it has a low overall calorie content, but high protein, which makes it so that I can eat a lot more things during the day. This method of tracking what you eat and focusing on the protein is going to be a game changer for you in order to build muscle. I'm thinking about creating a whole meal plan around it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see something like that. But I think my mentality and a lot of people's mentality was, okay, like I gotta work out and I'll just have a protein shake after that. And like, it's cool to have a protein shake, but how much protein are you having throughout the day? Because your body's going to absorb protein all throughout the day, and it's going to absorb between 20 and 30 grams per meal. So you want to make sure that you're constantly getting protein in, and then the next portion of what you need to do to build muscle, this is so important here. Make sure you really pay attention. Now, if you're watching this video and you're saying, look, I see the steps that you need to do to build muscle, but I want to know some direct workouts to do. Good for you. I have a workout program. If you just hit the join button below, I just added a lot of different workouts, and with most people have this fitness equipment at home. I'm talking resistance bands, dumbbells, a pull-up bar. I've got everything you need to get started today. Don't wait for a gym. Just hit the join button below, and it's for all levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Check it out now. Now back to the video. It's so underrated, but it's so necessary. The third thing that you need to absolutely do to build muscle is you need to rest. Yeah, I said rest. If you're doing the intensity, okay, you're covering that portion. If you're eating the protein, what actually builds muscle is when you're resting. I recommend for 2 days during the week, I don't want you to do nothing. I just want you to be a lazy bum. You can be a couch potato, but you just want to make sure you rest and you get really good sleep. I think I focus too much on the rest and not on the sleep. The sleep is so important also. If you're one of those people like, I'm a businessman, I sleep for 4 or 5 hours and I'm ready to go and I bang like 5 cups of coffee, that's going to kill you having muscle growth. You want to get at least 8 hours of sleep. It is so important to get deep REM sleep in order to build muscle, because you don't build muscle actually when you're working out. You build it when you rest, because when you're working out, you're tearing muscle fibers, and when you're resting, it's repairing them, making them stronger. I mean, you can do everything else. You can do all the exercises, 6-minute abs, eat all the protein shakes and chicken and all that. But if you don't get enough sleep, you're not going to get that muscle growth. It's that important. So important. You spend so much money probably on supplements and gym memberships and stuff like that. But the thing that really grows muscle the most is free, and it's sleep. Make sure you rest and get really good sleep. I know we have a mentality of that the more work that I put in, the better it's going to be. Yes and no, but if we're talking about muscle growth, put in a ton of work for 5 days a week and then take 2 days rest. And every night, make sure that sleep is a priority. You want to make sure you get those 8 hours of sleep. Don't waste all that workouts for that intensity, okay? Make sure you get that rest. I just want to put it through your head. There's no magic system to this, okay? You just need to do these things. Now, if you have any further questions, make sure you put comments below. I do read them all and I will address those because I want to make sure that you get into the best shape of your life. This is why I have this whole channel, okay? So let's do this together. Let me know what help you need and I will do my best to make sure I answer that for you. But in the meantime, go ahead and check out this video next because YouTube says you're gonna like it a lot.